Well, I've been invited to go and do a camp tonight. Very much looking forward to it. Totally different environment that I haven't camped in before, so super. Series of terraces, goes all the way up the hillside, 500, 600 years old. That's hard work going up there with the gear. It's hot for me, and it's not even sunny today. So out of practice with going uphill. This is an Inca road I'm walking along. Just a very short section of thousands of kilometres that cover the whole Inca Empire. It was used until about the early 60s as the main way of getting in and out of Chachapoyas. Arrived at the Duende Tree. Duende is like a leprechaun. You get up to mischief in the forest of Peru, and I'm going to spend the night right beside it. People come here to give offerings and get good luck by touching this tree. So it's a beautiful place and totally secluded. Inca Trail is just over there, and I'm going to make camp very quickly because the mosquitoes are out and getting hungry. It's not supposed to rain tonight, so thinking I'm not going to put up the tarp. I brought it with me just in case, but I think I'm going to risk it. I really fancy having a look at the trees and the stars when they come out. I'm glad I've got this. The mozzies are a bit vicious at the moment. That'll be good. I don't have an underquilt, and so far I haven't really found I've needed one. I do put the thermarest in the pocket underneath where I sleep, and that's usually good enough. It's almost as if it's been planted on this rock here. Love the way the roots sort of drip like wax over the rock. Gonna make a trout sudado, which is like a trout stew. I'm going to fry the onion. I've got ginger to go in there, some garlic and some yellow chilli, and then tomatoes, and once they're sort of finally done, put the trout in and a bit of pepper. Finish it off with the coriander. As always, Rob with his coriander yet again. Speaking the third person, why not? Rice is now cooking, and then I'll get on and start doing this. Ginger. The reason I'm using a trang here is because Perico has had some serious forest fires over the years, started deliberately unfortunately, and it is a dry forest. It's a seasonal dry forest. And we're coming to the end of the wet season, so things are drying out, and it just seems a bit too precarious to use a firebox. Onions are softened up, got the garlic already in. I'll put the tomatoes in, get those cooked through. That's ginger and yellow chilli as well. Make things just a little bit easier. while it's cooking away, I'll just explain that I'm very lucky to come here. It is a reserve that belongs to a friend of mine, and he has two sorts of wild cat on the property, deer and skunk, and some endemic birds as well. So it's a lovely, lovely place, quite secluded. Bit of oregano, a bit of salt. Almost done, I think. Already turned it over, lift it up, add in the coriander, just give it a minute longer or so, and then we're ready to dish. Eat one of my favourite meals. Couldn't say about getting the stalks off. A bit too dark. Meanwhile, I have a beer. A new one for me. A double malt. I'm not sure what that means. Still cold, which is good. Cheers. That is good. That is a very nice beer. There we go. Sudado de trucha. Trout stew. That is lovely. That is superb. It's a lovely night time. There's insects chirping away. It's very, very quiet. Apart from that, there are no cars going by on the road way down below. Some stars are out, not as many as I thought. Slightly cloudy. I still don't think it's going to rain, so I haven't put the tarp up. I've just been looking around the forest. You see it totally differently with just a torchlight. Came across a big spider. It's captured a beetle. And been looking at the bromeliads. It's very, very special. Beautiful. Good morning. It's a lovely, lovely morning. Just watching the sun work its way down the mountains at the other side of the valley. Quite fresh. A little bit colder than expected during the night. I was warm enough just I only had a t-shirt on inside the sleeping bag. Yeah. The only sound is a bit of wind in the trees at the top of the ridge here, and birds, hummingbirds. It's just lovely, absolutely lovely. Today, for breakfast, I've got a pre-packed breakfast, making life a little bit easier today. So I shall finish my tea and I'll get on with that. This is my pre-packed breakfast. You could say it's Chachapoyas rations. It's called a Jone, and it's a parcel of yucca or cassava cooked in leaves, and inside the cassava is a mix of sometimes meat, this one's chicken, and some peanuts, a bit of chilli in there. It's a pretty heavy, full-on breakfast actually. I've got it nice and hot, best way to eat them. That's about as easy as you can get. That's a good Jone. Sell these in the market in Chachapoyas. People like to have them for breakfast or sort of afternoon tea. Not the prettiest thing. You've got to look. Look at that. It looks like a pile of... Oh, it's not slop, but a pile of just a whatever that is. I guess you know what I mean. But very tasty. Very tasty. Been a fantastic opportunity to spend the night on this reserve. I'll leave a link in the description about the place. It's called Milpuj Heredad. They also have rooms to stay, and it makes a great place for exploring the Chachapoyas area. All packed up. Going to walk back down to the valley bottom. It's a lovely bit of forest path. I'll leave you with that.